Juppy, we have a partnership with Barking Dagenham College as we look to recruit up to 6 apprentices per season. How important do you think this partnership is?
It's important in terms of us being able to produce, players to kick into the system, into the first team and also the push on. They obviously had the link up with the EFL and obviously had the category programme that they had here. And Daggers here obviously doing the foundation stuff, and obviously you drop out of the league, you lose that funding, which I don't necessarily agree with. An academy shouldn't be judged on how well the first team does. It's something I haven't agreed with for a while, that one. But obviously, when you lose your academy, you lose that potential to bring it through. So the partnership with the college, enables us to bring in, not a full complement of what we'd like, but certainly enables us to kind of get our finger back in the pulse really, in terms of getting some youngsters coming through and giving them a chance to progress with the club here.
And last season we brought in 4, Aaron Blair, Junior Quanta, Billy Lawler and Ellis Lawson. They're obviously now second year scholars, but how much do you think they progressed during their first season with us?
I think various speeds. I think whenever someone goes full time, if you're not used to it, it can take a while. It can take someone 2 to 3 weeks, someone 3 months, someone 8 months, even a year. So it's going to vary. Aaron's obviously pushed on, done really well at Braintree, obviously recently. We are upset to call him back due to the injuries, but it'd be good to get him back out on loan and push on from there. The others obviously just kicking out into their loans now and pushing on in men's football. So it's good to see them develop and kick on from there.
And how important do you think it is for the scholars to grow as people, like being around the first team every day, but also going on loan to gain some experience?
Yeah, I think just coming in day to day, dealing with the mentality of training full time, and it is different. Training with the scholarship group compared to training to a first team group is completely different. The mentality is much harder to deal with if you're a kid and you're coming from, say, an academy background. Some will find it easier, some will find it harder, but just that day to day of being on it, so to speak, every day in training, keeping your standards there, doing everything right on and off the pitch, being available, being ready to play. It's completely different mindset. So that will benefit them straight away in terms of just training. But to go out there and hopefully they've got to take that mindset out and go out and play in men's football from there.
As well as overseeing the development of the second year apprentices, you've also gone and recruited a few more. 3 have already joined us, and now Jack Dixon, Frankie, Franz and Dominic Valua. How have they done since they've come in?
They've done well. Obviously, Frankie and Jack were on the bench on Saturday. Frankie come on and his debut, which is great to see. Also, I know Daryl said it's not just a token. He's done really well in training. He's adapted really quickly, technically excellent. So we pushed him in. It was a good time to push him in. Jack obviously is going to be a bit harder because obviously it's just the one position for him. So he's going to have to bide his time. But again, he's going to learn from arguably the best keeper in the league with ourselves with Elliot. So he's in a good position now. Obviously, Scott will help push him on. Dom's kind of still finding his feet but pushing on, and there's a couple obviously coming in this week as well, and we look forward to working with them. So looking quite good at the moment. They've settled in well. The lads have been terrific with them and taken them in, and looked after them well and shown them the ropes. So we're off to a good start.
And just finally, what's the long-term gain of this partnership?
I think it's because obviously they lost the EFL link. It's a case of giving youngsters the opportunity to push back in, and whether it be to play, for Dagenham or to push into professional football. There's now a little bit of a pathway there, which is wasn't there before. I think it's good that the college obviously have got kind of a little bit of a footprint in the area in terms of we can offer the education and support them through that period, which they're doing obviously with the second and first years that we've got. And obviously for us it's a massive part, so they need to carry on with their education and develop alongside the football education. So for us to have that and have both sides covered is great for everyone, really.
So here with Daggers scholars Frankie, Franz and Jack Dixon. Frankie, just starting with you, what do you make of the scholarship programme that we have?
I think it's brilliant, to be honest. It gives us a chance to be with the first team, to show all about training, but also gain education, to show what we can do, and obviously I'm here with my mate as well, so just enjoying it. And I think it's a great scheme that Dagenham have got put together with Barking Dagenham College, really.
And of course, none of this would have been possible without the help from Barking Dagenham College. How good have they been with a pair of you, Jack?
Yeah, they've been very good. Yeah, they've helped us a lot with the schoolwork, giving us the opportunity to come here. Yeah, very good.
And Frankie, just a question for you. You've had a few days to reflect after you made your debut in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, you're still just over the moon?
I'm delighted. I saw like what was on Twitter and stuff, and I went on that night and I couldn't sleep, to be honest. The adrenaline was rushing through me, and still delighted from it, and just want to get more. It's made me hungry for more, really, if anything. Like, just want to keep going out there, showing to the fans, showing to the gaffer, Juppy, Gritty, what I can do, and I just want to have a long career here and hope us hopefully get promotion and just do whatever I can to get that.
And Jack, you've been travelling around the country now with the squad for the last few weeks / months, and you was on the bench in the FA Cup last weekend. That must have been a good feeling, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great experience because you get to see it with fans as well. So when you're in academy football, you don't really see it, so it's different. It helps you.
And just finally, Juppy touched on the fact you're working with, I mean, one of the league's best goalkeepers, Elliot Justin.
Yeah,
how much have you learnt from him?
I've learned a lot already in the past month. I've excelled already. He's helped me a lot. So Scott and the other goalkeepers, they've helped me a lot. Yeah.